Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm here with my May Empties video, and I have everything I used up during the month laid out in front of me by category, and I'll start off with the makeup. So for makeup, I used up 5 items, and they were all part of my 2019 Project Pan. So if you kind of want to see more about my progress on these items, you can check out those videos. But the first thing I used up was from Tristique. It was this mini shadow crayon in the shade Tibetan Ivory. I do really like the packaging of this. I have a few of these, so it's nice that the packaging is specific to the color, so it's easy for me to tell which one's which when I'm grabbing for them. So I do appreciate that. This is what the shade looks like. I have it twisted up all the way. It's like a matte ivory shade. So it did work well. It is a shade that I do like having on hand. If I'm doing like a lighter eye look, I use this. I put on my eyeshadow primer and then I would put on a cream shadow followed up with a powder shadow is normally how I would use this. So I did like the shade. Was nice. The thing about this is the formula. Once I have it on, it works fine, but kind of applying it can be tricky sometimes. The formula is kind of weird. It's this sort of like dry formula that's a little crumbly. It's not like completely dry, but there's always these like chunks that like want to fall off of it, or if you're applying it, you get like this like weird like chunk of product on your eyes that you have to like brush away. So not my absolute favorite formula. It is workable, but it's not the easiest. It doesn't just like glide on. I've had a little bit better luck. This was a matte shade. I've had better luck with the more shimmery shades that I'm using from this brand, but yeah, not my absolute favorite formula. I've used other twist up shadow sticks from other brands like Laura Mercier. I really like the Laura Mercier ones. So if I were to repurchase, I don't think I would repurchase this particular brand. I'd probably look for another brand that I would enjoy the formula more of. But that was my first empty. The next thing is from Benefits, the Gimme Brow. Now this is a product I have since repurchased. I did really enjoy this. I have it in the shade 3 or medium. I know they've since come out with more shades, but I just repurchased the same color because this one did work well for me. Now I already have sort of thicker brows, so this type of product really wouldn't work if you're trying to like create a brow, but for me I just want to kind of add a little bit of something to my brows, and then I set it with a clear brow gel. It has like it's a colored product. It's like a fiber gel. Just think it kind of like just does something for them. Not a lot. It's not dramatically changing my brows or anything, but it's just doing a little something for them. So I enjoy this. And if you have similar brows to me, I think they sometimes have like little samples. That's how I originally tried this, was through like a little Sephora sample, and I'm like, oh, I kind of like this. Because normally I would only use, or prior to choosing this, I only use like a clear brow gel. So it's kind of nice to have a little bit more of a brow routine, even if it's just like the 2 products that I can kind of use pretty quickly, but I do enjoy this product. So did use up that. Next I have a mascara. This is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, just the travel size, which I do like because in like 3 months time that you're supposed to use a mascara for, if it's a full size, you still have product left, and I feel it's kind of wasteful. But if they're like deluxe size, it's like the perfect amount of time. So this is what the wand looks like, and I do like it because it's a straight wand. I do prefer that. I'm currently using the Benefit Roller Lash. That's like a curved wand, and I find it's kind of hard to apply on my left side. I don't know, maybe I'm just not great at applying mascara, but this I find is easy to apply. It's not too big of a wand, but it's not so teeny little like skinny wand. It's like the perfect size. This is like a lengthening mascara, or volumizing mascara, I would say. And I did like it. With mascara, I probably, in most cases, wouldn't purchase like a full size from a more expensive brand. If I was buying a full size mascara, it would be more like drugstore. That being said, I do have another little like travel size of this one, so I'm not in need of a new mascara anytime soon, but I did like this one. Next, I have a lip product, or the next two makeup empties are both lip products. The first one being from Bite. This is the Matte Cream Lip Crayon and Glacé. I always have to remind myself of the name of it just 'cause it's like so long. But this was part of the Sephora birthday gift for 2018. And I really enjoyed it. I like the matte formula. It wasn't too drying, but it stayed well. And I don't know, I really like the formula. The color, this mauvey shade, I really liked. I really liked pairing this shade with another Bite product, which is the French Press lip gloss in flat white. I really like that combination. And I like that it's twist up and it's like easy to apply. It's not like a traditional like lipstick with a larger bullet. I don't know. I really liked it, and I have since repurchased this one as well. So yeah, another empty that I've repurchased and really enjoyed. And my last makeup empty was from Sephora collection. This is the Oil Infusion in Bubbly Grenadine. It was like kind of a lip gloss, a little thinner formula. It's sort of like the lip oil type products that I think a lot of companies have. I really enjoyed it. Initially when I got this, it was in a little Sephora like promo set when you get a few different products. And at first I saw the color, it's like this bright red color. And I thought it was like a bright red like liquid lipstick, and I was like really scared of it, but actually like put it on, I'm like, oh, it's more like a gloss, it's sheer. It's actually really nice on the lips. Now, I don't really keep up with the Sephora collection, like what they currently are selling and not, so I don't know if this is currently available. I don't think it would be a product I'd repurchase, at least not now, because I do have a lot of lip gloss type products in my collection. So it was a product I enjoyed while I had it, but not something I would need to continuously have in my collection, but I used that up. So that was all for the makeup empties. The next category is skincare. So firstly, for skincare, I have this Fresh Soy Face Cleanser, and I really, really like this. Now, this isn't something I'd buy in the full size just because I tend to not spend a lot on like cleanser type products. I mainly am fine with using like a Neutrogena cleanser. But when I can get these in a set or as like a point perk from Sephora, I will always use it. I do really like it for travel because it's really good at like removing makeup, but it's still gentle. It's a cleanser I can use in the morning or at night to like remove makeup. So I do really like this. I think I have another one, like another travel size of this in my collection, but I did use up that one. Then I used up a mask. This is from Caudalie. It's also a deluxe size. This is the Mask Intense Detox. It's like a clay mask. It was like a pink clay mask, and I did cut into it. You can kind of see the color. I like this one. I like having a clay mask. I have very like oily skin, so sometimes if I just feel like super oily, like I do like using like a clay mask to help sort of calm down the oiliness of my skin. I have a few other clay masks currently in my collection, so I'm not in need of purchasing one right away. And if I were to repurchase a clay mask, I can probably safely say it wouldn't be one from Caudalie. I'd probably get one from a more inexpensive brand. I think expensive masks are nice. They're like a nice treat, but really it's something you're using on your skin maybe once a week at most. So I don't think you need to invest in super, super high-end mask. I think a more sort of mid-range mask, at least for me, would be fine. But it was nice to use. I did enjoy using it while I had it. And then finally for skincare, I have a toner. I got this from a friend. It's a Japanese brand. I can just see, it says it's made in Japan. And I think that's pretty much the only thing I can read on it. It looks like the brand is Gokujun. Probably saying that wrong, but it was a toner. I did really enjoy this. It was kind of an interesting formula. It was a little thicker than like other toners I used. Still liquidy, but a little thicker sort of liquid. But I did enjoy this. I would apply it with like a cotton round on my face like at night after I'd washed my face. But yeah, it was a toner. I'm not, probably can't repurchase this, or I'm not sure how I would repurchase this, but I did really enjoy using that while I had it. So that's all for the skincare. My next category is body care. I have a lot of different body care things, so I'll try to go through this stuff quickly. I used up a shave gel. This is kind of boring. It's just the Gillette Satin Care for sensitive skin. I've recently been repurchasing and purchasing this one a lot, so use that one up. I was speaking of Neutrogena earlier, I did use up a Neutrogena product. This is the Body Care Body Scrub. It's just a scrub for with salicylic acid. I've since repurchased that. That's kind of a staple that I always kind of have in my shower. I used up, this was from my Project Pan, this Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub. It's in Tropical Mango. I've been hearing about these Tree Hut scrubs for so many years, and I finally used one or bought one. It was really nice. I found a lot of other scrubs, they kind of just dissolve as soon as you put them on, in the shower, but this one would stay on until you rinsed it off. You could really exfoliate into the skin well. It was really nice, and I really liked the scent as well. I haven't repurchased it yet, but I definitely would repurchase another one of these, and this lasted me a long time too, I think even over a year. Now, there was a point when I probably wasn't using it as frequently as I did once I put it in my Project Pan. A scrub isn't something I'd want to use every single day, and sometimes those type of products I'm only using a few days a week, I can tend to kind of neglect and forget about. So it probably wouldn't have lasted me as long if I was using it more consistently, and it wasn't anything against the product, it was just me kind of being lazy. But I did really like this, so I definitely would repurchase that at some point. I think the rest of the skincare empties are all from Bath & Body Works. So I used up this little hand cream. This was also in my Project Pan. This is from the True Blue Spa line. It was just a mini little hand cream. It was the super softening hand lotion with paraffin. I don't know. It had kind of a citrus scent to it. I have so many hand lotions in my collection, so this isn't something I'd repurchase. I definitely don't need to repurchase a hand cream for probably a few years. I find this one is thick. This is definitely one I'd want to use at night. It's not one I'd want to use during the day because it did leave my hands a little greasy. So I prefer a little bit of a thinner formula to this, but it was nice for using at night. So use that one. And I used up a few foaming hand soaps from Bath & Body Works. This one I think I got last year and I finally used it up. It's the Lion and Turmeric hand soap. Doesn't really say anything about the notes of it. Does it? No. Oh, greens, turmeric, lime. It was a different sort of scent. I had this one in the kitchen. But it was kind of a nice sort of blend. I think mainly I liked it because the packaging is super cute and bright, and it's kind of nice for summer. I currently have a ton of different hand soaps that I recently picked up from Bath & Body Works, and I feel like the scents, I don't go after particular scents. I just kind of am in the store for I like the packaging. I'm more for the hand soaps about the packaging. If I think it's cute and it will work well with my decor, that's what I kind of go for. But yeah, I did like this one. It was nice. And then I have this one, which is Rose Water and Ivy. I had this one in my bathroom downstairs, and I don't know, something about this, I kind of like the green, cleaner sort of packaging. They were advertising this as purely clean. Now, I'm not quite sure if the ingredients of this is any different than the normal ones, but they're trying to advertise this as being vegan, without sulfates, parabens, and dyes. So I don't know if it's a cleaner version of their normal foaming hand soaps, but I just kind of like the packaging of it. I thought it looked kind of just like nice in the store, like calming and not super like cluttered. So sometimes I want stuff that's like super cute, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I want something a little bit different. But I do really like the Rose Water and Ivy scent. It's quite strong. So sometimes like maybe for hand soaps you want something that's a little like more subdued and not so in your face, but this is definitely very strong scent. I have another one, not this in this packaging, it's in the Paris like destination packaging of Rose Water and Ivy. So I do really like this scent, but it's definitely a stronger scent for Bath and Body Works. So use that up. And then I used up 2 lotions. So I had this one, which was in a travel size. This is the Aquamarine body cream. Sort of like a, let's see, it says ocean water, mint leaf, and wet stone. Definitely get like the ocean, like aquatic scent with a little bit of mint. It was actually really nice. I really enjoyed this. I think they have a similar collection out now. I don't know if they have this exact scent because this is something I got last year, but I did enjoy it. And the packaging is really pretty as well. And I also used up this, it's one of my favorite scents from Bath & Body Works, is the Hello Beautiful. Just like a nice floral scent. So it has white gardenia, jasmine petals, magnolia blossom, pink nectarine, and cotton musk. So I used up that, and I think the packaging of it too I really like, with the floral and the blue, just really pretty. So I used up that. So that's all for my like body care empties. And finally have my tools, which I kind of call like a tools category. I don't know if they're technically tools or like kind of miscellaneous category, I guess. But for that category I used up some blotting sheets. These are from Boscia. I just keep these in my desk at work. So as I said earlier, I have like oily skin, so usually we'll blot like in the middle of the day most days, so I like having that at work. And they have just like a lot of cute packaging. So this is a product I've repurchased. I've actually repurchased, this is the peppermint blotting linens, and the ones I currently have are like a green tea version of them, but I do really like the Boscia blotting linen. So usually something I have on hand. And finally I used up a thing of cotton rounds. This is from Safeway brand. It's the Signature Care cotton rounds. I feel like that's a staple in my empties, but also kind of boring. But anyway, that is my empties video for May. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.